Shitim Shuri. It is Saturday, Feb 15, 2025. Quick reminder, market is not open on Monday. It's President Day. I believe there is no school as well for Anthony. Let me log into YouTube quickly to make sure everything is up and running correctly, because God forbid I go yapping for 40 minutes and then there is no audio or visual or both. Okay, alright, it's working, so we're good to go. Alright, let me expand the screen so that it's bigger. Let's start out with crypto real quick. An eventful week for the most part, so not much to do. Not too low to buy and certainly not too high to trim, if you care to trim or you care to buy. It's a holding week, so yeah. And real quick, if you jump over to MicroStrategy, same thing. SMLR, same thing. Would I buy at 44? Yes. Would I have a put spread down here, 40.35, and I might add to it since it is a monthly option, next week expiration. Yeah, I was looking to add, but because the stock was up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, Wednesday was the right time to add, but I missed it. And then looking to add Thursday or Friday when it's up, no dice, no juice, or at least the juice is not attractive enough to care. All right, let's move on. TLT, crazy week, but basically started where it ended, where it started at the beginning of the week, right? So you got Thursday. This is Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So yeah, get all crazy on CPI and PPI, and then who knows? Okay, at this point, I don't know how the economic data is mixed. It's been mixed forever. Of course, you get the higher than expected CPI and PPI. Jobless number was pretty. It was weak, but it was not like, oh my God, there is a huge jump kind of thing. All right, so there's not much to do with TLT either. Let's move on real quick to all the major indices. Not much to do. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a quick weekend recap because there is not a whole lot of big movement. QQQ. Now that one is worth consider a short, and I will look to do my bear spread. Yeah, that one, QQQ. Yes, I was looking at it. In fact, I'm gonna put an alert. Why bother? I see it every day. It's on the screen. It's part of the thing that's popped up on my screen on a daily basis when I open this app, so no need to put an alert. I see it. SPY, same thing. In fact, it did break the 52-week high, but on the grand scheme of things, it's been here. It's a very tight range. You're talking about the major indices trading roughly 600 to 610, right? Going back 3 weeks. Sure, with one occasion of a big dip, but this is very tight. Okay, it's very tight. But I think both is worth a short. Let's take a look at the 610, 590, a $20 range. Okay, let's take a look. Go out a month. if I was gonna do it March 14th. 610, 590. 610 is roughly, let's round it to $7, okay? $7, 590, 250. So roughly 450-ish. I like that. I like that. Yes, I can do that. Going out a month. Of course, it get more expensive if you go out longer, right? So I don't need to go through. Let's go QQQ. Now, if I were gonna do QQQ, how about 540? 540, 520. Okay, 540, 520 for a bear spread. Once again, 540. Let's round it up to 950. 540, 520. 377, 377. So roughly a little bit more expensive. Okay, a little bit more expensive. But instead of like under $5, you're looking at something that a little bit more than $5. But still, I like them both. Given the risk reward play here, I like it. I like 540, 520 for roughly $5 something, under $6 for sure. Okay, I like the risk reward there. Yeah, I like it. I will put it in and let's ride. Now IWM is much weaker, and yeah, there's nothing here. I mean, if IWM come down to the 200, in fact, I will put an alert so that it's not something I pay attention. Then it might be worth buying the dip. There you go. Okay. Especially when you see it. Okay. Here, buy the dip, reward it. Here, buy the dip, reward it. So why not? Even though I can't recall the last time I traded IWM. All right, let's do Max 7 Tesla. I did have a couple spread. I had to close the 337 early just to make sure I'm okay, but I had 320, 320, 315, and then one other one lower. So net, sure, I lost a little money. Not much, but yeah, as always, and I had been saying it for quite some time, I'm not a good Tesla trader. Seem like I get caught on the wrong trade all the time. Okay, it's annoying, but unfortunately it is what it is. So never claimed to be a good Tesla trader. Was never a buy and hold, and perhaps now, that being said, would I buy some share outright if there's some kind of crazy move down to the 200 MA, wherever the 200 MA is? The answer is yes. Okay, so you can hold me accountable for that. The 100, perhaps that was the missed opportunity to not go in there and buy the dip there, but so is the story. Netflix, whew, unreal. By the way, my Netflix is no longer free with T-Mobile. T-Mobile, I got a notice from T-Mobile. That was part of the T-Mobile plan, was free Netflix. Well, guess what? They tell me they're not paying for the price increase, even if it's like $5 or whatever it is a month. I can't remember what the email was, but I gotta pay the difference, which is fine. I'm like, fine. But yeah, increased price is a good thing for Netflix. It's Netflix have something that is working for. First of all, there's a three major factor that is working for Netflix. Okay, first you get the price increase. Second, you have more people forced to subscribe because they are they are still cracking down hard. If you look at the detail of the last earning, a lot more people sign up than projected to the lower tier. Okay, and third, which is something that is missing from the narrative, they are spending less money. Cheaper programming, less show. Okay, they got people in. They don't need to put out 4 new series every Friday, right? In fact, there's a lot of weeks for those that have Netflix, and I have Netflix for a long time. I have Netflix from the very beginning, back in the old days where you were shipping DVD back and forth. We have gotten to the environment now where it's 1 new show a week. Oh, long ago there was time where it's like 3 new show drop every Friday, the whole season. Now it's like maybe 2. Okay, maybe 1 Asian based show. By Asian based, I say come out of Korea or China or India, and then 1 US. But yeah, it's they are dropping the new series to a lot less, and they're using cheaper source. Asia produced show is 20% of the cost of US based. Yeah, so yeah, it's that's a free combo that got Netflix to be this giant winner the past year. A double, okay, for massive big cap, a double, clear winner. Meta, I'm not trimming, let it run. I should flip this, but I'm too lazy. Okay, it's just pointless. Google, I like, but not enough to buy. I did add on this right here. Okay, I did add 183. I add 185. I add, but sold put spread, yes. I sold put spread 175, 172. Yeah. Expired yesterday, and then I restock on the same put spread expiring next week. Yeah, 175. Yeah, way down here, you get the 200 protecting. And would I gobble up 100 shares down there? The answer is yes. Gap fill. Okay, the confluence between the gap fill and the 200 MA. Yes, sirree. Microsoft, I also liked. I also added, right? Yeah, 405. Yes, sirree. Would I sell put spread? I did not sell any put spread. I put in the order, but it never triggered because I was off by maybe a nickel. But on further weakness, yeah, that would be put spread. The put spread I was looking to sell was 390, 385, which is not much juice. So yeah, it was just not worth it. Not worth it. I mean, I put in the order, but it didn't trigger. I was asking for a dime, right? And it was not gonna be a dime. It was like, I think the best was like 7 cents. It never got to a dime. So that's okay. On weakness, I will try again. But I like Microsoft here, right? I will add a few shares here and there. I will keep throwing order at 405. So every time it come down to 405, I grab a few shares. Amazon. It's getting to the spot where it's worth buying for those that care to buy or want to buy. I did not buy. I am looking to buy more down here. Now, would I sell put spread at 215? The answer is yes. I did not look to sell, but let's see. Is there juice at 215? Not really. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not enough juice. Okay, for 215, 212.5 spread, you barely get a nickel. Not worth it. But would I buy at the 100 MA? Yes. The 100 MA is gonna line up with the gap fill sometime next week. Okay, by Friday for sure you're gonna see something like 213-ish, and I will keep moving my order up. Right now my order is like 210. I will move it up to 213 because if on a crash, yeah, gap fill, easy peasy. All right, not a big order, a small order, but there's a gap fill there, and then the bigger gap fill is, well, not the bigger, but the one I would add a lot more would be the 2075 area, right? So for now, 213 and then 2075. So wherever the 100 MA is, yeah, keep moving it up. Apple, if you have it, getting ready to trim, right? I've been playing the put spread game on the big dip down, and that has made money, but I have nothing, no Apple right now. If you have it, look to get out. Nvidia, I did trim a couple of times. It was good. Like I said, I start trimming here. That was the beginning, and I trimmed 4 times. And next up there, okay, that gap fill at 141.88 is my next trim, and then after that I'm holding the rest. Okay, I trim so far, I would say 20% of what I had down here. Yeah, so it's been good, no complaint. But at the same time, I can't be too excited on what's going on with this sector. Okay, so if you didn't trim, hopefully you at least raise your stop, because this thing can come down again in a hurry, and then you would be hating yourself for leaving 10% plus on the table off the low. All right, since we're talking chip, let's move on to some other chip. Qorvo, I was looking to buy. I was close. I had an order in to buy at the dip here, at the gap fill. It almost get there, almost, but buyer came in at the 50 MA and hold it. Okay, so I wouldn't mind selling. Okay, I wouldn't mind selling puts. 75. See, the 72, I was looking at 72, and it's just not enough juice. But a 75, 72, 50 cents. Okay, that's high risk of getting a sign, but it's like buying share at 74.5, which is basically the gap fill. Okay, so I might try that. I mean, I put in an order yesterday, but I was asking too much, and it did not trigger. So I might try again on weakness. further weakness. It was weak yesterday, but not weak enough. Yeah, I like Corvo. I like Corvo. Qualcomm, nothing here to see. Nothing here to see. Okay, SMCI. If you have it, careful. It is at a level where it has sold off quite a few times. Okay. If you channel, it is right there. This is just junk. Take this out. But yeah, so be careful. If you bought SMCI in the 20s, congratulations. You get yourself a double. Yeah, a double. Crazy, but a double. But I would say be very careful. Okay, be very careful. It is at that spot where bad things can happen. In fact, let me change this into a real channel because it is a channel. There you go. All right, let's move on. For Big Pharma, AbbVie, if you have it, trim it, raise your stop. Not a whole lot to talk about this sector. Okay, this sector is still under fire. Fire. Okay, Eli Lilly, yeah, came down to support. Let's see if it can hold. Okay, it's not. If you have it, I have a few share, not many. If it fill that gap, you betcha I'm out. Like lightning quick, I be out. All the end. I be saying, see ya. Related NVO, not so pretty. Yeah, it's. I've been saying for a couple of weeks now. It's a no touch for me. Okay, it's unfortunate, but it's a no touch. A lot of the big pharma is no touch. If I open up any chart, it all look the same. Okay, now the one I did look to buy and sell spread this past. Okay, first of all, Vertex, I trim 80% of my holding. Right, I held on to the other 20%. Was it wise? I'm not worried. Okay, I'm not worried. But would I add? Yeah, I would add if it come down. Not enough right now. If it come down to the 440-ish, the ref low and the gap fill area, channel low, you name it, right? Anything from the 50, from 445 down to 440, I would love to add. I mean, not everything that I bought, but it's volatile. No need to. Okay, no need to take any kind of risk unnecessarily. I did sell put spread. Let's see what the put looked like. Good juice. Okay, good juice. Especially if you're willing to do, the 432. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, I saw a couple, so yeah, I add more on weakness. But yeah, it's easy peasy. Okay, now the other one that I bought was Alnylam. Good earning. I grabbed a couple share, not a lot, at 253-ish and 252 something-ish. My average is just under 253. I like. Okay, I like here. And on further weakness, back into the 254 and below, then I grab some more. Now, if it come down hard into the 200, then I grab a whole lot. Okay, I can quadruple up real quick. down there. So right now it's still pretty small for me, but I'm patient enough that any kind of pullback into the 200 MA next week or below the 50, I will add. I can easily double up on similar kind of testing the low, and then quadruple up down at the 200. That's my plan. All right, banks. Banks, not much to do. Okay, if you have banks, trim, raise your stop. There is not much to. Every chart look the same. Okay, every chart from Visa, Goldman Sachs, they're all so strong, so strong. Mastercard, yeah, AXP, they're all. There's no buying opportunities as far as I'm concerned. I have no interest in chasing any single one of these, even TD. Okay, if you have it, it's time to go. It's time to go. Okay, it is zero appeal in any of the financial. They already had a massive run. Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley. Yeah, there is. Oops, that's not Morgan Stanley. Yeah, there's nothing here. There's nothing here to be excited as far as like they all had their earning. They all had good earning. They all high, near the all-time high. It's no. It's a hard no. All right, let's take a look at energy. One of the big culprit for the highest CPI because of this nonsense in January. Yeah. Half of January was oil in this nonsense. See, there was a, yeah, it's sure. It start the month, okay, still high, right? Look, this is what November and December look like. See, December 31st right here. And November, October, see, Halloween, all the way to the end of the year, we down here. And then January, way up here. So is it a surprise that the CPI was way above expectation? No, it's not. Okay? Yeah. It's annoying. It's stupid. But it is what it is. Okay? XOM. No. CVX. No. Oxy. No. Remember I said about peace in Ukraine? LNG? Hard no. Hard no. Okay? Stay away. This thing can come down to the 200. Trust me. If anyone is still holding up, anyone that's bidding up this yesterday, why? You didn't see the news? You didn't see the news that peace is coming to Ukraine? Holy cow. Stay away. CTRA. Stay away. Okay, yes, it filled the gap. You know, it can come down. CTRA can come hard down and test the low again. So no, it's a hard no. Speaking of that though, I do like Halliburton. Yes, I do. What the baby drill is gonna prop it up, who knows? But I do like it, and I have Schlumberger. Not a lot, but it's in the money. I have no desire to trim, not yet. I can hold it. Okay, there's a major trend line that is breaking, so let it run. I'm watching it closely, but let it run. Let's talk gold before we finish. Gold, ugly day yesterday, but overall, no worry. I don't need to trim. I have zero plan to trim gold. I will trade GDX in and out, but I'm fine with holding my gold. Would I sell cover call? Sure, but I'm not trimming my gold. I have not trimmed gold in a long time. and that was the right move. Okay, gold has done very well. GDX, I sold a couple put spread, and I will sell some more. Where? Down here, 39.5. On further weakness, I will sell 39 and below. Yeah. But for now, I'm enjoy having my 400 shares still there. I mean, I have gotten 300 call away between 38 and 40, but I bought those down here in the 36, so I can't complain. Now silver I like. Okay, silver I like even more than GDX, even more than GLD. On a pullback into the 20 100 MA confluence, you betcha. I might buy a lot. I've been adding. I add down here, but I did not add last week. Well, actually, I did add here on this move here. That little gap fill, I add, but since then I have not add. So, but it come down to 28.4, 28.5. Yes, absolutely. There's just no juice in the options. Okay, the options are so pathetic that it's not even worth looking at. No, it's a hard no when it comes down to options with SLV. But I like SLV. I like GDX on further weakness.